I'd like to call regular meeting number 2 for the year 2023 to order and ask everyone to please rise. You join me in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, all legislators are present.
For committee reports, I get a motion and second to dispense for those reports.
Second.
Martinez. Over. Thank you.
Resolution number 55- claims moved by legislator Martinez and seconded by legislator Hobart.
Hey, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Resolution number 56-23, authorization to pay claims highway, moved by legislator Legg and seconded by legislator Lewis.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's good.
Resolution number 57-23, resolution opposing Governor Hochul's ban of gas stoves and other new fossil fuel heating equipment, moved by legislator Davis and seconded by legislators Hobart, Legg, Lennon, Lucas, Rivera, Martinez, Overbaugh, and Chairman Linger. I'd like to select that, please.
Handle, True, Warrington. Anyone in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed to this? That's carried. Thank you.
Resolution number 58-23, setting public hearing on local law introductory number 2 of 2023, adjusting the weighted vote of the Greene County Legislature, moved by legislator Overbaugh and seconded by legislator Davis.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 59-23, resolution authorizing chairman of the Greene County Legislature to enter into pilot with SG Noriel PV LLC and others, moved by legislator Davis and seconded by Chairman Linger.
We can get a roll call, please.
Yes. Legislator Handel. Aye. Legislator Hobart.
Nay.
What was that?
No.
Sorry. Legislator Legg.
Yes. Aye.
Legislator Lennon.
Yes.
Legislator Lucas.
Aye.
Legislator Rivera.
No.
Legislator Martinez.
Yes.
Legislator Overbaugh.
Yes.
Legislator Dorrington.
Yes.
Legislator True.
Yes.
Legislator Bloomer.
Yes.
Legislator Bulich.
Nay.
Legislator Davis.
Aye.
And Chairman Linger.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, we have 8,075.50 yeses and 1,924.50 noes.
That passes.
Resolution 60-23, authorizing contract Greene County Deputies Association, moved by legislator Martinez and seconded by legislator Handel.
Roll call.
Legislator Hobart.
Yes.
Legislator Legg.
Yes.
Legislator Lennon.
Yes.
Legislator Lucas.
Aye.
Legislator Rivera.
Yes.
Legislator Martinez.
Yes.
Legislator Overbaugh.
Yes.
Legislator Dorrington,
Yes.
Legislator True,
Yes.
Legislator Blumer,
Yes.
Legislator Buelich,
Aye.
Legislator Davis,
Aye.
Legislator Handle. Aye. Chairman Linger.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, we have 9,369 yeses and 631 noes.
That's carried.
Resolution number 61-23, American Rescue Plan Act, Village of Cannonsville. Moved by Legislator Legg and seconded by Legislator Overblock.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? It's carried.
Resolution number 62-23, authorizing agreement with Greene County EMS Council, Inc. for EMT training 2023. Moved by Legislator Handle and seconded by Legislators Hobart and Lennon.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? It's carried.
Resolution 63-23, Greene County Legislature State Environmental Quality Review Act, (SECRA), notice of intent to declare lead agency status for the construction of the Greene County Justice Center. Moved by Legislator Martinez and seconded by Legislator Davis.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? It's carried.
Resolution number 64-23, authorizing advertisement for bids fuel oil. Moved by Legislator Martinez and seconded by Legislator Handle.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 65-23, awarding contract for miscellaneous bridge contractors. Moved by Legislator Buelich and seconded by Legislator Legg.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 66-23, authorizing extension of contract for the operation of a household hazardous waste collection event. Moved by Legislator Martinez and seconded by Legislator Handle.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Resolution number 67-23, authorizing purchase of trash compactor and receiving container for Wyndham Transfer Station. Moved by Legislator Dorrington and seconded by Legislator Buelich.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 68-23, authorizing agreement, Greene County Department of Human Services, Aging, and MSS Electronics DBA Life Phone. Moved by Legislator Blumer and seconded by Legislator Handle.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? It's carried.
Resolution number 69-23, authorizing agreement, Greene County Department of Human Services, Aging, and Visiting Nurses Home. Moved by Legislator Rivera and seconded by Legislators Legg, Lennon, and Lucas.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? It's carried.
Resolution number 70-23, authorizing agreement, Greene County Mental Health Community Services Board and the Mental Health Association of Columbia Greene Counties, Inc. Moved by Legislator True and seconded by Legislator Hobart.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Resolution 71-23, authorizing agreement, Greene County Community Services Board and the Mental Health Association of Columbia Greene Counties for NCAT services. Moved by Legislator Rivera and seconded by Legislator Lucas.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? It's carried.
Resolution number 72-23, authorizing agreement, Greene County Mental Health, CSB, and Northeast Parent and Child Society and budget amendment. Moved by Legislator Davis and seconded by Legislator Blumer.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution 73-23, authorizing contract, Mental Health Association of Columbia Greene Counties, Inc., Youth Clubhouse, and budget amendment. Moved by Legislator Hobart and seconded by Legislator Handle.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution 74-23, authorizing agreement, Greene County Family Planning and Mention My Biz Inc., Well IQ. Moved by legislator Handle and seconded by legislator Blumer.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Resolution number 75-23, approving individual provider contracts, preschool special education program. Moved by legislator Davis and seconded by legislator Rivera.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? It's carried.
Resolution 76-23, approving a related service provider contract, preschool special education program. Moved by legislator True and seconded by legislator Lucas.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Resolution 77-23, approving related service provider contract, preschool special education program. Moved by legislator Davis and seconded by legislator Hobart.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution 78-23, increasing related service provider rate, preschool special education program. Moved by legislator Rivera and seconded by legislators Davis and Handle.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution 79-23, increasing parent mileage reimbursement rate, preschool special education program. Moved by legislator Davis and seconded by legislator Lucas.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution 80-23, appointing board of directors, Greene County Economic Development Corporation. Moved by legislator Buelich and seconded by legislator Handle.
I'd like to second that as well.
Fair. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution 81-23, appointing member, Batavia Kill Watershed District Board, Raymond Bentley Jr. Moved by legislator Overbaugh and seconded by legislator Dorrington.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution 82-23, reappointing members, Greene County Board of Electrical Examiners. Moved by legislator Lennon and seconded by legislator Blumer.
I'd like to second that also. Second by Holbert.
Martinez also.
Martinez. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution 83-23, authorizing the county to assess administration fee regarding in-rem tax collection for 2022 in-rem proceeding. Moved by legislator Hobart and seconded by legislator Martinez.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? It's carried.
Resolution 84-23, resolution accepting second bid for in-rem property. Moved by legislator Hobart and seconded by legislator Davis.
Okay, roll call, please.
Legislator Lang,
Aye.
legislator Lennon,
Yes.
legislator Lucas,
Aye.
legislator Rivera,
Yes.
legislator Martinez,
Yes.
legislator Overbaugh,
Yes.
legislator Dorrington,
Yes.
legislator True,
Yes.
legislator Blumer,
Yes.
legislator Buelich,
Aye.
legislator Davis,
Aye.
legislator Handle,
Aye.
legislator Hobart,
Yes.
and Chairman Linger.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, we have 10,000 yeses and 0 nos.
It's carried.
Resolution 85-23, establish capital project number 123, Greene County Justice Center. Moved by legislator Rivera and seconded by legislator Lennon.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Resolution number 86-23, establish capital project number 129, extension of broadband. Moved by legislator Handle and seconded by legislators Blumer and True.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's carried. I would like to thank the board. Both of those have been in place for several years. And we're finally getting to realize some of these things to come to fruition. So this will be positive investments in the county.
Resolution 87-23, budget amendment, Greene County Clerk, digitization of records. Moved by legislator Rivera and seconded by legislator Hobart.
Second.
Second from Lennon. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution 88-23, budget amendment, Greene County Economic Development Corporation. Moved by legislator Handel and seconded by legislator Overblock.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution 89-23, budget amendment, Greene County Board of Elections Cybersecurity Remediation Grant. Moved by legislator Rivera and seconded by legislator True.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution 90-23, budget amendment, Greene County Public Health, Greene County Family Planning, and Greene County Early Intervention. Moved by legislator Davis and seconded by legislator True.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 91-23, budget amendment, Human Services Transportation System. Moved by legislator Handel and seconded by legislator Overblock.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 92-23, correcting assessment roll, Town of Durham, Robert S. and Maureen Foley, tax map ID number 33.00-2-38. Moved by legislator Overblock and seconded by legislator Davis.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 93-23, correcting assessment roll, Town of Durham, Nicholas Grammaticopoulos, tax map ID 34.03-4-47, moved by legislator Martinez and seconded by legislator Overblock.
Pressed. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? That's carried.
Charlie told her how to say that. Let everybody know that.
And the next one too.
Right, go to the next one.
Resolution number 94-23, denying the correction of assessment roll, Town of Jewett, Arthur and Irene Horowitz, tax map ID number 129.00-18.1, moved by legislator Legg and seconded by legislator Overblock.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried.
Word of the day is enunciation.
Resolution number 95-23, denying the correction of assessment roll, Town of Jewett, Arthur and Irene Horowitz, tax map ID number 129.00-2-38, moved by legislator Overblock and seconded by legislator Lang.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Carried. Chairman's appointments here. Appointing members to the advisory council for Greene County Department for the Aging for 2023. Being duly authorized as chairman of the Greene County Legislature, I do hereby reappoint upon the recommendation of Stephanie Schleuderer, Executive Director to the Greene County Department of Human Services Aging, the following as members of the advisory council to the Greene County Department for Aging for 2023. Chairman Richard Golden from District 2 of Coxsackie, Vice Chair Linda Van Etten, District 7, Halcott, Lexington, Hunter, Secretary Florence Oley, Community Action of Columbia and Greene Counties, Ernie Armstead, District 1 Catskill, Lynn Runner, District 3 Athens, Beverly Myers, District 4 Greenville, Jeffrey Russo, District 5 Baltimore, Lula Anderson, District 6, Prattsville, Ashland, Wyndham and Jewett, Julio Presti, District 6, Prattsville, Ashland, Wyndham and Jewett, Dorothy True, District 8, Carroll. Charlene Mabey, District 9, Carroll. William Moore from AmeriCorps Seniors. Dawn Wallant, Common Ground. B. Clappin, Greene County Department of Social Services. Edward Boomer, Greene County Legislature, County Services. We have one vacancy from Public Health. Michelle Dio, Greene County Veterans Agency, for alternate is Heather Lynch. Donald Crispino, Greene County Transit Mobility Manager. Kendra Huber, Independent Living Center of Hudson Valley. And Molly Whitbeck from Hanscom County Housing Director. That's needed today. And by me, as chairman. Do have anyone else have any business to come before the board tonight? Memorials. Legislator Hobart.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to close this meeting as one of the three, unfortunately. Michael G. Merchant. 39, he passed away suddenly on February 5th. He's survived by his parents, Marlene and Donald Merchant, his brother Brian Merchant, his wife Abby, his son Joshua Merchant, his nephew Noah Merchant, nieces Summer Merchant, aunts, uncles, and cousins. He's predeceased by his beloved grandmother, Josephine Barkman. Michael was a lifelong resident of Cooksaki, New York. He was born September 24th, 1983. Michael attended Cooksaki Athens Central Schools and joined the United States Army in 2003, serving 3 years of military service. Michael was a member of the Army Stryker Brigade combat team with Iraqi freedom. He received numerous medals and a commendation for meritorious service as a radar operator. Michael was also an avid golfer and a Dallas Cowboys football fan. So calling hours unfortunately are today, but it's my pleasure to honor to mention him tonight as we close this meeting.
Second from the board.
Second.
The next one, Harry Lennon.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to close the meeting in memory of Carol Grace Spoler, 86, longtime and cherished member of the Carroll community. Passed away peacefully on Sunday, January 22nd, 2023 at Pembroke Center Rehabilitation and Nursing, where she had been a resident for the last 2.5 years. Carol was born in Jersey City, New Jersey on May 31st, 1936 to the late George Paul Albin and Viola Tubular Albin. Although Carol was raised in New Jersey, she was no stranger to the Carroll area. Carol and her mother spent summers in Round Top with Dad visiting on weekends, in Acre with her uncle, Walter Tubular. Was married to Emma Riedelbauer. Carol's mom worked at Riedelbauer's Resort, and in their teenage years, Carol was a soda jerk at the aunt and uncle's luncheonette in Acre. It was during these summers that she first met the absolute love of her life, Frederick R. Spoler. Carol and Freddie were married October 1955 and lived in Carroll until they moved into their lifelong home in South Carroll in 1959. Carol continued to live there after Freddie's passing in December 2001, making her home for over 60 years. Carol was very involved in local life. She was a founding member of the Resurrection Lutheran Church in Carroll, where she taught Sunday school and served as financial secretary and treasurer. She was a Girl Scout leader, class mother, and historian for the Carroll Central PTA. In 1974, Carol and Freddie took over the family business, Spoler's Elm Grove in Greenville, New York, and remained there until 1983. Carol served on the Town of Carroll Youth Committee, and she and Freddie ran the town's Learn to Ski program for 20 years. Carol was instrumental in running the Town of Carroll Market Days. She and Freddie also owned and operated H&R Block tax offices in Catskill, Saugerties, Wyndham, and Greenville until their retirement. Carol was preceded by her parents and husband of 46 years, Freddie Spoler. She is survived by her daughter, Barbara Spoler, sons Rick, Dana, and Kurt, Kathleen Spoler, and their grandchildren, Cody, Sarah Spoler, Samantha, Troy Lacey, Michael Diella Sawyer, Tyler McGinnis Spoler, Sydney Spoler, and her great grandson Roscoe Lacey. Relatives and friends were cordially invited to attend calling hours on Friday, the 27th of January at the Lutheran Church in Carroll. Funeral service were held Saturday, the 28th at 11 a.m. A second visitation was held at the church from 10 to 11. Prior to the service, interment will follow at the Round Top Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorial contributions, Carol's name may be made to the Resurrection Lutheran Church, Carroll, New York. She was a very important person to the people of Carroll and the people of Greene County, and she will be missed.
Second report as well.
Second.
Thank you. And the last one I have for tonight, combination with Mary, Charlie, and Ed. Combination thereof.
Yes, but I'm gonna need some help with this. So I'd like to call up the legislators, Martinez and Lennon. We have a special guest here tonight, and I want to make sure that I don't mess this up. We have Mrs. Rose Brooks, Ray's wife. I'm gonna go in order of seniority here, so we're gonna have Charlie come up and he's gonna start us off.
Well, before I read what's here, served with Ray several years. Ray was true to his word. He told you gonna vote for something or support whatever, he was there, never differed from that. At any event, Ray Carlton Brooks, 82, passed away on Monday, January 30th, 2023. Lifelong resident of Greene County, born on the Brooks Farm in Athens to late Ray C. Brooks Sr. and Ruth Schoolmaker Brooks. Ray attended Athens Elementary and Cooksaki Athens School. Proud veteran, having served in the U.S. Navy as third class petty officer from 1957 to 1962. Served on the USS Forrest B. Royal DD 72 and on the U.S. Rhodes DER 384 on station at the Cuban Missile Crisis and received the National Defense Medal and the Navy Expedition Medal. Ray was honorably discharged in September 1962. Following his military service, he worked for New York State as a sanitary engineer with the Education Department in Albany, and then with the New York State Correction Department as a plumber steam fitter at the Greene Correctional Facility in Cooksaki. Ray retired in September 1995, worked part-time as code enforcement officer for the Village of Athens as a clerk of the works for a new sewer plant district in the town of Carroll. Mary?
I also served with Ray and became a good friend of Ray's. Ray and myself talked often on the phone. Ray was all about the youth of Greene County. And we would make sure we would always fund those activities because they were important to Ray and important to people of Greene County. And as Charlie said, when Ray gave his word was golden. And he will be missed. So I'm going to continue the reading here of the obituary. Ray was an active member and a leader of many community organizations. He was elected Greene County Legislator for 2 terms, 2003 and 2006 for the town of Athens. A 10-year commander of TGM Post 187 Athens, a 7-year commander Lafayette No. 7 Knights Templar Chairman, past member of Ark Lodge 48 F and AM, past High Priest Royal Arch Mason, Rip and Winkle Charter, past president of Greene County Shrine Club, member of Scottish Rite, and member of the Athens Republican Club Committee. Ray spearheaded the ice fishing derby on Green Lake and the Greene County Youth Activity and Derby Day at the historic Casco Point. Ray also served as commander of the Legion of Honor for Cypress Temple. Under that command, Ray represented the disabled veterans who permanently live in the VA hospital in Albany. Ray formed an annual luncheon for the veterans, which was held at the Casco Historic Point. The luncheon was supported by the Greene County Legislature. Survived by his wife for 44 years, Rose Tucci Brooks, 2 children, Kim Brooks of Washington and Leonard Brooks of Florida, 2 brothers, Walter Catherine Brooks of Kinderhook, George Brooks Sr. of Clifton Park, 1 sister, Karen Brooks, Dennis Templeton of Catskill, as well as many extended beloved family members, Evelyn Mazzolo, Donna and Gardy Vandenberg, and Thomas and Diane Herschel, along with many nieces and nephews. Ray is preceded by his parents, Sister Joan and her husband Ed Bullis, and Sister Joyce and her husband David Teeter. Relatives and friends attended a memorial gathering Sunday, February 5th from 2 to 6 at the Millspaw Funeral Home. A Masonic ritual was conducted at 5 p.m. And he was interred with military honors, which took place on Monday, February 6th at 11 a.m. at the St. Patrick's Cemetery in Catskill. Memorial contributions may be made to Cypress Shriners in Glenmont, New York. I attended the burial, and it was well attended, and it was very moving. And Ray was very deserving of that. He loved America. He loved the flag. So we will miss him, and he was a good friend.
Even casual observer would know, if you knew Ray, you knew he was Navy. And I remember one time I finished a book that I thought he'd like, and I contacted him, and he said, well, I don't read fiction. No, it's not fiction. It's about the sinking of the USS Indianapolis. So as I'm handing him the book, he starts reeling off factoids about the USS Indianapolis, its captain. And I'm thinking to myself, do you want to read this? You don't want to fact check it, and again, he loved serving in the legislature, and he was proud, and he had every reason to have pride over his various activities of service. His town, a couple of things were his years he spent working with code enforcement, commander of the Athens Legion. For his community and his county, as has served in this two terms in this chamber as his Greene County legislator, and for his country in the United States Navy. Through all that service, everybody knew that they had a friend in the legislature with the youth, the senior citizens, and he's a staunch advocate for the veterans. He's a good guy, good man, and he is missed. Rose.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Thank you. Can I get a second from the board?
Second.
Thank you. Just a reminder that anyone who has Lane Greenberg grant in, those checks will be available Friday after 2 o'clock. Further for the board.